Ladies and gentlemen, my god, it's raining so heavily that I sound so shit tonight. But I'm also very tired, but I'm always energetic on stream. Worry not, because I drink a lot of good shit. Not really. I didn't even take a nap. I am exhausted. Ah, man. But I want to play this game. Let's continue our investigation in the Phoenix Right. Gotta drink that water. Gotta be hydrated and go to the bathroom again midstream. Let's fucking go. Ugh. Checking for DLC. I don't know. Is there a DLC? Maybe. Area. Ooh, I'm here now. Yo, that's sick. All right, let's keep going. Iris, who are ya? It was you that we ran into yesterday, wasn't it? At the Old Bailey.
Yes, that's right. You were ever so helpful. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, no, not at all.
Bro! Yeah, no, it's raining outside. I really can't do anything. Don't worry about it. It's heavily raining. I live in the rainforest, unfortunately.
Oh, no, not at all. I'm sorry we couldn't have been more welcoming.
Though at the time, we did have a rather large gun pointed at us. Hope the rain stops soon, but it is stopping. It's slowly, yeah, reducing.
Like this? Oh, thinking back now, you left with Miss Lestrade in tow, didn't you?
Yeah, what happened to Miss Lestrade? Oh yes, that awkward witness, Gina Lestrade.
Oh, Ginny? Yes, she's a professional pickpocket.
So we found out.
It was very naughty of her to pinch my invention like that.
Are you referring to the trial-disrupting gun-like contraption?
Exactly, so I followed her, you see, to get it back. Perhaps I should think about fitting a self-destruct mechanism in my inventions.
Possibly. This girl is dangerous.
Anyway, I brought Ginny back here after that, so she could apologize to my trusty technician.
Trusty technician? Who could that be? Sorry, your technician?
Hurley, of course, silly.
Hurley? Who's Hurley?
Hurley?
Oh, Hurley! So wait, Sholmes actually make his own equipments? That's cool.
Yes, Herlock Sholmes. We lived here together.
I had no idea the great detective has such an interesting young daughter.
Daughter, not likely.
What? Is he going to jail?
I wouldn't call him Hurley if he was my father, wouldn't I?
Is he going to jail? Is the man going to jail?
Well then, what's your relationship with Mr. Sholmes? Well, I expect you found out that lodgings of any kind in London are very expensive. So the solution is to share the cost with a partner over...
Oh, just a roommate. I thought he was going to go to jail there. Your roommates?
I hope you don't mind me asking, Iris, but how old are you?
10 at last this year. He's about to go to jail. Well, what of your mother and father?
Oh no, they're not around.
Oh, I see. Damn, yeah, the rain is here. I wonder what the story is there. Wilson.
Oh yes, there's something I must ask you. Of course. Go ahead, Susie.
Let me, real quick. There we go.
I'm a very great fan of the adventures of Herlock Sholmes and... Oh, you have a copy of Rand's magazine? Yes, I've read every issue. It's delivered all the way to Japan on a ship. Oh, this is exciting. My stories are being read on the other side of the world.
My stories?
That's right, Hurley is always solving such amazing cases, you see, and he tells me all about them. They're really quite fascinating. It would be such a shame if I was the only one who ever heard them, don't you think? Goodness!
I don't like voicing girls. I'm not a girl myself.
Last night he was telling me all about a new case he'd just solved on a steamship traveling from a faraway land. So I was just in the middle of typing up the manuscript for the next issue before you came. So you are the author? Yes, I'll tell you in secret if you like. I'm going to call this latest adventure the Speckled Band.
The Speckled Band. That's certainly very familiar.
One, of course, I always change 1 or 2 details in the stories here and there.
That's why.
This time I had the idea of making a venomous snake be the cause of all the trouble.
Oh, that was Mr. Sholmes' first thought as well, actually.
Yes, and of course I know that a snake might not be a credible fit for the facts of the case exactly, but it is a story. Some poetic license is justified to make it more thrilling, I think. Don't you think? Don't think.
What?
Do you mean to say, are the stories about Mr. Sholmes that are published in Rand's magazine all written by me? Yes, on my wonderful and very modern typewriter.
Typewriter? We have laptops in today's time, man.
Mr.Protato, all the stories I've read are written by a doctor of medicine, by John H. Wilson.
So Sato-san's getting more and more worked up.
Ah, yes, that's me. I mean, my name really is Wilson. But what about the doctor of medicine part? That's all true too. I'm a doctor of medicine.
No, at 10 years old?
At 10 years old.
Well, that's quite incredible.
But Dr. Wilson is an English gentleman. Ah, yes. I did alter the setting slightly for the stories to be more compelling. Oh! Well, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? A great detective with a 10-year-old girl in tow.
That's true, that's true.
I suppose it does, yes.
Poor Sato-san, she looks like her whole world has just fallen apart. Your deductions just now. About before.
Yes, what's on your mind, Bruno? Do tell me.
How did you know that I was a lawyer and we'd just arrived in London, I mean, the badge, bruv.
Yes, that we have a difficult trial tomorrow. How did you know of all that?
Yeah, that one is a question.
Oh, that's what you mean. Please tell us how you did it. Explain every detail. Of course, I'd be delighted.
Although there's really no mystery. Now, let's begin. Irish Wilson, proud to present.
Her Lordship and Wrestling Spectacular!
Oh no. Oh shit, yes! Let's go, baby! Stalking, maybe? Probably.
First of all, I knew already that you are a lawyer, Reno.
Yep, there we go. I thought that too.
After all, I met you yesterday at the Old Bailey in the defendant's antechamber.
That too? But you also said that we'd only just arrived in London. How did you know that? Shit! A passport!
Observe a passport and a travel ticket protruding from your breast pocket.
I love Bruno. Yep, that's my name. That's me.
So I was reasonably confident that you must have only just arrived in the country. And on top of that...
Well, can't you deduce that there's... Why my mic is shit? It's rain.
You accepted a case against a particular prosecutor, telling me you were unaware of London's court affairs.
The Reaper of the Bailey. I walked right into that one, didn't I? Oh, shit. Is this fucking... what's it called? Pink Panther reference? It's like his hand. Idiot.
Then I noticed a red ink stamp on the back of Susie's hand. You were given that when you visited the local prison to meet with a suspect, weren't you? Earlier today. They use those stamps to keep a close eye on comings and going, you see. I didn't realize. A red stamp is only used for people visiting foreign inmates. So, that told me even though you only had yesterday concluded the trial of Magnus McGilded, the two of you had already had the cause to visit a foreign inmate at a local prison. However, neither of you was wearing a particularly sad expression on your face, so I concluded that the prisoner was unlikely to be a friend or a relative. That led me to believe that you must have had accepted a new case.
I see.
But how could you have known that the trial is tomorrow? Well, having barely been home for a few hours yesterday, Early solved yet another case. It obviously amused him. He told me that he'd caught a Japanese man who was bawling and trembling.
A Japanese man? Well, clearly that must have been... Mr. Natsume.
Mr. Natsume!
Yep, that's him.
And now, Runo has that fancy Japanese sword. And I think your outfit is called a kimono, isn't it, Susie?
She's read a lot. Not bad for a writer.
Well, anyway, it's clear to me that you both come from Japan yourselves.
Bleh.
So I put 2 and 2 together and decided you must be defending the Japanese man Hurley caught. And there was only one conclusion those facts could lead me to. You both came here to ask Hurley about the case.
Wow, spot on from the every last bit of detail.
There's a note on the mantelpiece that says the man's trial will be tomorrow. Hurley's always stabbing his notes with a knife, you know, he is silly. And that's all there was to it, really. Thank you for listening. I'm Iris Wilson, and that was one of my great deductions.
Dang, that was actually spot on. Way better than that coot, man.
Well, was it a winner? Were my deductions correct?
They were spot on. I can do better. Oh yeah, prove it. No proof, eh? If you can't prove it, Wuff. Yeah.
That was amazing, Iris. Really a great deduction.
You even managed to certain something of Mr. Sholmes' delivery.
Oh well, I was just copying Hurley's style for that. This is really very good news. You could tell us all about the case involving the Japanese man, you will, won't you, Iris? Please.
Alright, finally, the case of the Japanese man. When is Mr. Hurley gonna come back? I need another man to do my voicing. So yesterday, Mr. Sholmes apprehended a Japanese man, you were saying?
Yes. Hurley had just arrived back in London after his sea voyage. But the police were waiting for him at the railway station to take him directly to the crime scene.
Ah, the great detective is a popular man, it seems.
Apparently a woman was stabbed on a quiet street somewhere in London. There were witnesses who had seen a short, shifty-looking, stooped man running away from the scene. A short, shifty-looking, stooped man.
Mr. Natsume is beyond any doubt. Soseki-san said that he didn't see anybody else on the street at all. But it seems there were witnesses after all.
Hurley used his great deductive powers to determine the man's address. There was a lodging room very nearby. He went directly there with the police. And what did they find? A short, shifty-looking, stooped man shivering in fear.
Mr. Sholmes' great deduction silly hit the mark that time.
Of course it did! He's a great detective!
Still, that means the incident occurred only 2 days ago. Surely tomorrow is too soon for the trial, isn't it?
Definitely. We have no time to investigate properly. Hurley says that London is rife with crime.
Oh.
Scotland Yard is doing its best, but they can't stay on top of it apparently.
Too many, man. The system's broken, as I would say.
Oh dear. I hadn't realized the situation was so dire.
There you go, my voice.
That's why they can't afford to spend too much time investigating cases and trying the criminals in court. Staff and money are both short. Crimes are usually pinned on the first suspicion.
Ugh, that's sad, though.
That's terrible. I suppose it's the harsh reality of workings of the world's greatest justice system.
I suppose it is. But in that case, I don't hold out much hope for Soseki-san. The games feel a lot more fast-paced than the other previous games. Thank you for answering so many of our questions, Iris. This has been very informative.
Oh, you're most welcome. I've had so much fun.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Sholmes is at the moment? As you guessed, we'd like to ask him some questions about this case as well.
Well, I expect Hurley is still investigating the scene.
Of the case involving Mr. Natsume, you mean?
Yes, Mr. Nuts. Oh, May? Hurley said he was going to the man's lodgings. If you leave now, you'll probably catch him there. Iris, do you know where those lodgings are? Well, I imagine the police are still investigating the scene of the crime themselves, aren't they? Did you happen to come across a detective by the name of Gregson when you were there?
Yes, we know Inspector Gregson.
Oh, goody. In that case, give Gregsy this for me, would you? If you do that, I'm sure he'll tell you what you want to know.
What is this?
A 5-shilling piece and a postcard, it seems.
Iris's postcard has been entered into the court record. It reads,
Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem.
gosh, this will make the inspector help us, will it? Well, thank you, Iris. We'll give it a try. Are we done?
Good luck then. I'm going to return to writing my manuscript, A Speckled Band. And I'll be making more special blends of tea, so come back again soon. We'd be delighted. Thank you so much, Iris.
Dear God. 2 girls. It's too hard to voice both of them.
Well, Mr. Naruhodo, it's back to the scene of the crime.
Her hand's position changed. Let's go. So, somewhat dubious that they would exert any influence over the men of Scotland Yard at all. We headed back to the scene with Iris's curious note and one of the world's heaviest silver coins in hand. It's silver, hey? Why not? To be continued. Well, it's not yet the court scene, so that's fine. We can still continue. I can go to court. Fedora won't know anyways. Save the current progress. There's about 10 chapters. I'm almost half. It's been how many weeks? I don't know. Briar Road. It looks as though the police are still here, carrying on with their investigation.
Perfect. So let's find Inspector Gregson as quickly as possible.
Yes. And let's see if he'll take a break from his chips to look at silver tip Iris gave us for him. It's Mr. Fish and Chips! No, wait. I need to present to him. In fact, I want to examine it first. To the gentleman in black, whatever he wants to know, I trust... Oh, that either. I trust that won't be a problem. Iris Wilson. Oh, wait, no, present. Inspector Gregson, do you have a moment? I'm sorry to say, I don't. I'm a very busy man. Much too busy to talk to a pair of foreign gadabouts. That's for sure.
We have these for you. A present from Miss Iris Wilson.
What? From me? From her ladyship? Her ladyship? Give that here at once. Come on, hand it over. That's for me. Don't wait for me to give it to you, will you? Can I have some of that fish and chips though, bro? I want some. What was that coin exactly? It's a silver crown, obviously. But it's a lot more than that. It's an appearance fee. That's what it is.
An appearance fee? Oh, I see. You mean...
That's right, for the adventures of Herlock Sholmes. Her ladyship always offers me a little financial reward for featuring me every time. Financial, eh?
Yes, of course. I know all about your exploits, Inspector. I read them avidly.
Course. Her using my name without my say-so does make me the butt of a lot of unpleasant jokes, but still. I'm sorry, Inspector. That must be difficult for you. Never you mind that. So, what do you want to know, eh? Sorry? Tell the gentleman in black whatever he wants to know. I trust that won't be a problem, it says. Well, obviously, it's not a problem. Go on, fire away. What do you want to know?
Well, if you wouldn't mind, Inspector, we'd very much like to know the address of Mr. Natsume's lodgings.
Ah, the little knife-wielding, moustache Japanese fellow. He lives in a right old hovel. He's just over there, look. On the first floor of that house, on the corner where that wreck of a bicycle propped up.
That is nearby indeed.
That is nearby. If I remember rightly, the landlord is Mr. John Garadeb. Protato Bro Gaming, how are you, buddy? Hope you're doing fine, buddy. Right, well, if you see her again, you make sure you give her ladyship my regards, you hear? I mean, you tell her that Gregson sent his very best wishes. Don't worry, Inspector, we will. Goodbye for now, then. And long live her ladyship. I'm feeling fine now. My thoughts are happy again. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Ugh, this world is pretty harsh, innit? But we move on.
But at least he told us what we wanted to know before he left.
Yes. So then, shall we go and see what we can find in Mr. Natsume's lodgings?
Definitely.
Alright, let's go to Mr. Natsume's lodgings. New location has been added. The inspector just turned the... Oh, okay. Message retracted. Alright then. 19th February. Mr. Natsume's lodgings. Oh, what a... Wait, there's a maid? May I help... Wait. May I help you? Yes. Would this be the residence of Mr. John Garadeb? Indeed, it would, sir. And who may I say is calling? My name is Junosuke Naruhodo.
Mr. Naruhodo is representing Mr. Suseki Natsume. I believe he takes lodging here. Oh. We would very much like to ask him some questions about our client.
Oh. Well, what was that? What was that smile?
One moment, please. I shall convey the message to Mr. Garadeb.
Right, that lady. Did you see that, Mrs. Sato? That was a real-life English maid. Unga boonga! Let's fucking go! the scariest battle cry.
I know, as I understand it, anyone of standing in English society employs a number of household staff. But that was the first time I've ever seen one in the flesh. On this day, it keeps getting better.
It certainly feels like we've really arrived now, doesn't it?
You need only to meet a butler, and the experience will be complete.
Well, I'm not sure if I'd go that far, but I understand the sentiment.
Thank you for waiting. Mr. Garadeb will see you now. This way.
Okay, we're going there. Oh, the rain stopped. Nice. Hello, Mr. Garadeb. It's a mess here, isn't it?
G'day to you. John Garadeb at your service.
Pleased to meet you, sir. This is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. He's a defense lawyer.
Why does Mr. Garadeb has a cannon in his room? You don't have cannons in your house, bro? I do remember my granddad has a bunch of cannons. Well, most of the old people in my country, we have cannons as decorations.
Do you excuse me for not getting up? Took a shot to the knee a few years back in the Battle of my wand. Don't you know?
Oh, I used to be an adventurer like you, until I took an arrow to the knee kind of stuff, eh?
On a medal for my pains, but had to withdraw from service. Handed over the reins to the up-and-comings.
Dude, seeing those cannons, right, in homes reminds me how I thought as a kid they were toys. But yeah. So he's a retired soldier.
It's a hell of a job getting up and down stairs now. I can tell you don't get out as much as you imagine.
If that's a real thing that has nicotine there, I have a medal for healthy lungs. Yo, bro. Congrats, bro. I have a healthy lung as well.
You really must take more exercise, Mr. Naruhodo.
Do you think so?
Well, Mr. Garadeb, no doubt you were very courageous to earn yourself a medal.
Oh, it was nothing.
Oh, you mean the pipe? Okay. Yeah, there's definitely nicotine. This dude has a pipe.
Oh, it was nothing. The medal, just a folderol, really. Wouldn't like to offend the general, though, so I grudgingly displayed it on the wall.
It's so messy around here, and he has a maid.
Why don't you fetch it down, John? Joanne, let these good people see it properly. You don't have to bend down like that! Oh my god! Dash it out, woman! Be careful!
Can he solo carry Kazuma though? I don't think so, not in that condition.
Oh, dearie me, I do beg your pardon, sir. Huh, you jolly nearly took the skin of my hands.
Super hot tea. Indeed.
I shall be more careful, sir.
Dear God, what is it? Is that the reason why this whole place is a mess? What maid did he hire anyways?
So anyway, there you have it, living the quiet life now.
Yes, I see.
Now then, I hear you want to know about that chap lodging downstairs, is that right?
Yes, we would be very grateful if you could answer some questions for us.
Wait a second, why is the window open? Wasn't it bricked?
Only too pleased, naturally, especially if it helps to keep the peace here in Blightly.
Hey, yo, bro. What the fuck?
We forged an alliance with the Empire of Japan recently, as I'm sure you're aware. So this case is very much in the public eye, as it were.
Low power.
Oh.
Please charge.
My speaker? Isn't this game about a bunch of lawyers solving a crime or something? Yep, solving murders to be exact. Oh, is it?
Even have some famous detectives poking around, you know, in this old house, would you believe?
Yes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
Huh. Could have been. Didn't catch the chap's name. Not really my cup of tea, all that detective's business.
Oh, but you have a copy of Rand's magazine here, so...
No,
He's trying to be composed.
Anyway, the chap's investigating the foreigner's room as we speak.
So he's in Soseki-san's room. Apparently in this game Kazuma died. That's pretty sad.
It's a bally nuisance, is what it is. The whole neighborhood's twitching its curtains now. I don't like all this fuss. It's jolly unsettling.
Okay, I guess we can talk to him now, properly. Is he using his pipe as a spoon? Yeah, he's using his pipe to stir it. That's the funny part.
About Mr. Natsume then, Mr. Garrett Deb, please do tell us.
Ah yes, the Japanese chap. Only been lodging here for a week.
Oh, just 1 week? So he moved in very recently then?
I have 2 lodgers most of the time, one on the ground floor and one just below us. The first floor room become a
What the fuck, bro? Stop that!
Dash it all, Jean. Do be careful.
Oh my goodness, tell this story.
Stop, man.
If you want to know my opinion, I thought he was a shady sort from the moment I set my eyes on him.
Super hot tea, indeed.
Oh, why? He seemed to have a most nervous disposition, always shaking and looking over his shoulder. The man had shady written across his sweat-soaked brow, if you ask me. I said to myself, Yon, that man is trouble. Sooner or later he's going to do something untoward. And I'm really wrong about anything.
We won't be calling his maid as a witness, that's for sure.
Was there anything else that struck you as suspicion about the man at all? Yes, oh yes, indeed there was.
And she's dying to tell us. The shitty lodger. Had you noticed anything else at all about your lodger, Mr. Natsume?
Oh my word, yes! The man was shadier than an orchard. Could you elaborate? Well, take the man's room absolutely stuffed full of books it is. More than anyone could ever read. And he never so much as passes the time of day with another living soul. I haven't seen a single visitor call. He just trots off in the old bookshop every single day and comes back at 5 like light the gas on fire. And the funny little man is up long past time. Everyone else in the house has gone to bed too.
Oh, I see.
The gentleman on the ground floor goes to bed at around 9 each night. But I've never known that Japanese fellow to retire any earlier than 2 in the morning.
Is that why people back in the days sleep at like fucking 9?
Could you clarify something, I wonder? What, pray? How did you know so much about Mr. Natsume's routine?
Oh, that's a stalker for sure. Does she like him? Does she fancy him or something? I don't know.
I'd understood that neither of the lodgers live on this floor of this house. Is that correct?
That's right, yes. They're both below us on the first floor and street level.
Then how is it that you know so much about the lives of your lodgers?
Super hot tea when exactly. Excuse me. Oh man, spicy food coming up. Jollibee is the best.
The precise time that they come back in the evening, for example. Even the times they go to bed.
I need water. Jollibee indeed. Dear God, this woman.
Good grief, Joanne! Be more careful, woman.
Oh my goodness!
Super hot tea.
Sir, I'm terribly sorry.
Something doesn't add up here. The incident 2 days ago. This has been 2 days ago. That's a long time. Yeah, 48 hours for a murder, that's for sure. It seems that the incident took place at around 5 in the evening. Super hot tea 3 times. Man's been counting, eh? Well, it's all there. 1, 2, 3. That's so far. Did you happen to look out the window at around that time?
The window?
Yes, we noticed that the window over there looks out over Briar Road. The incident took place on the pavement just on the far side of the street. Was there anyone suspicious loitering nearby?
5 o'clock is dinner time in the Garadeb household, so I'm afraid I don't remember seeing anything. How about you, Joanne?
His stuff looks shattered, never mind, it's gone. Well, I can actually check it out later on.
No, sir. It would have been dusk outside already at that hour. And with the fog as well, I should think it would have been impossible to see the other side of the road.
Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't read that one. Well, never mind. Did you... Oh, whatever.
Such as?
Anything at all, even if it seems unrelated.
Well...
Yes, was there something then?
Well, it's not particularly significant, but at around...
Whoa, what the fuck? Stop! He was telling the good part!
For the love of God, Joanne, watch what you're doing!
Super hot tea! My God! Even chat, just go ×4. Let's fucking go.
Oh dearie me, what have I done? I'm awfully sorry, sir.
His legs are still clean though.
Do be more careful, woman.
Make that 5.
If I may, Mr. Narrowhallow.
Naruhodo! Narrowhallow? Oh, yes.
I have an exceedingly good memory as far as I remember. Nothing of any significance took place at here at that hour. Nothing at all.
Oh, really, Mr. Garadeb? The way you were talking before, it sounded rather like there might have been.
Oh, well, wait, I know it. She's doing it again. The woman's doing it again. Super hot tea. Joanne, dash it all. What is the matter with you, woman?
Begging your pardon, sir. Nothing happened.
Super hot tea indeed.
Yes, quite. Nothing happened. We sat down to a quite uneventful meal. Joanne?
That's right, Mr. Garadeb.
I feel like they're hiding something. What is the matter with these two?
It sounds like something happened here in this room on the evening of the incident, but what?
I wish I knew. Wait, before that, I can actually examine the room real quick. Well, nothing much of the sort, but we can actually move here. What the fuck? This house is a mess! And he has a maid to do all the job. place is rather unusual, isn't it? Oh my, genuine London dessert dresser. Dear God, although the shelves seem to have been broken and the crockery is, oh dear, it's in pieces. It really is the world's cracked wooden that chainware justice. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, I wonder. Perhaps the cannon was fired at it. Probably something like that, but let's not delve too deeply here. Exactly, dude. It's so... What the... There's even a candle there. What the fuck? Alright, whatever. There's a big cannon. I mean, the cannon at my granddad's place was a lot smaller than this. Possibly like twice smaller. Yeah. Let's go back to them, yeah? This dude's house make in China. Hey, man. Ish. Could you tell us which floor Mr. Natsume's room is on? I mean... Nah. Asian backyard completely, yeah. Reminds me of my granddad's backyard, if anything. We got the hoarded garage and all that kind of stuff with the cheapest plastic they could ever find. Why, certainly just below us on the first floor.
And Mr. Sholmes is investigating there, even as we speak.
Yes, told me that Nat's his name has asked him to look into the matter, so I gave him the key.
Mr. Natsume has engaged Mr. Sholmes' services.
That's a blatant lie. Would it be alright if we also had to take a look around in Mr. Natsume's room, I mean?
Don't see why not. It's just down one flight of stairs.
Who knows if we'll find anything that could help us in the case. But we have to try. We need all the clues we can lay our hands on, shall we?
Yes, and while we're there, we can speak with Mr. Sholmes again. Perhaps he'll be able to tell us more.
That's for sure. Alright, this is a weird couple and just for show. Alright, back. That's enough examining. Oh wait, what am I here for? I'm here to move. Alright, now for Mr. Natsume's room. So I should be able to meet with Herlock Sholmes himself. Oh my god, wait, yo, that cat! It is Mr. Cat himself, Mr. Natsume's room. It's him! Wow, look at this place. And smell it, it's so musty in here. I suppose it's the mountain of old books that are responsible for that. Make it in Qing Dynasty, China. What do you mean? I don't get the joke.
I don't think I've ever seen so many books in all my life.
No, me neither. It's so dark in here too.
It's the window over there.
Well, it was the window, I think, yes, once upon a time. But for some reason, it's been closed up with bricks and mortar. So, this is where Mr. Natsume lives.
By the way, I haven't spotted Mr. Sholmes anywhere, haven't you?
No, that's true. But according to what Mr. Garadeb told us, the great detective should be around here somewhere investigating. Guess I'll have to examine everything. So first we got the cat. That's the first thing that caught my eye. Wow. Goodbye.
Oh my, what an adorable little cat. Perhaps he's looking after all the books while his master is away.
I don't know about that. He disappeared into the pile of books as quick as a flash. It's a tricolor Mickey, wasn't it? Do they even have that sort of cat here in Great Britain? Potato, can you explain this one thing I remember? I don't get it. Me when my mom tells me I cannot get a new lightsaber, but I see... Oh god, no! Bro! Pick one new... Dear god, that's not a lightsaber. It's for brushing the teeth. What? Why? Is it bad? It's a teeth brushing mechanism. I've seen people use it, yeah. Dear God. It was a tricolor. It's bad, yeah. Yeah, man. It's bad. It's bad. No, it's fine. Yeah, well, wait. Yep.
Perhaps Mr. Natsume brought a little creature with him from Japan.
That's made me feel homesick now.
Already? We've only been in the country for 2 days.
Alright, let's check this is. Ah, fuck you, man. Oh, he sits on the floor.
That desk seems to be wedged into a crevice between the mountains of books on each side.
I suppose Mr. Natsume would sit there and read while stroking his cat. But surrounded on all sides by these towering old tombs, surely he dreamt of books every night as well.
Yes, he must have done, mustn't he? Oh, what's this? It's a receipt from a second-hand bookshop. Your books.
Oh yes, Mr. Natsume's name is on it. And look, at the date of purchase. 2 days ago at 4:45 p.m. That's the day of the incident.
That's just a short while before he was embroiled in the terrible attack. He must have been on his way back from buying some old books.
Second-hand book receipt that has been entered. Yep. Okay, that's important. Look at these mountain books. Can we at least check the bags, man? I won't trust this room if the windows was blocked with bricks. Actually, these were common back in the days, from what I hear. But I wonder why. Yeah, it's like that Mr. Bean episode. Just a wall then. But why wouldn't I deliberately break it up like that? I'm afraid I have no idea. Perhaps Mr. Natsume painted the brick's design in a fit of whimsy. Oh, that's alarmingly feasible. Actually, these brick windows were cheap back in the days, actually. Super cheap. Like, if you were to get an apartment in Britain and you get the ones with the brick windows, those were cheap. I heard, anyways. I could be wrong. Stop! Stop! Mountain of books. Oh, it's these things. Are those ashes on the left? I'll check it out later in a bit. Beckoning cat! Bro, I haven't seen them in so long. I remember back in the supermarkets and all of that stuff, everyone there was beckoning cat, especially during Chinese New Year's. Yeah. Almost Daruma doll that you put in your luggage. Well, it can be dangerous traveling aboard. I wanted a lucky charm.
Well, I imagine Mr. Natsume wanted the same, and this cat is sure to beckon good luck to him.
It's not doing a very good job so far, is it? Bro, I see it daily since I'm a Filipino.
You mustn't say such things.
I mean, where do you see it? In your Chinese friend's place? I mean, my granddad used to have it. But it's not anymore in the East. Possibly my uncle too. But nowadays, I barely see them. It's only during Chinese New Year, I guess. Restaurants, shops, etc. Yeah, restaurants, Chinese restaurants, they do have those. I didn't say a word. I guess it just slipped from my attention nowadays. Who knows? Where are my eyes? Why are my eyes such a giveaway? The beckoning cat. Stop! I clicked once, okay? Oh, wait, yeah, I can do this. There's Mr. Sholmes! Why is he reading up there?
Look, Mr. Naruhodo!
Aha! There he is! Where did he appear from?
He seems to be engrossed in the pages of an old book. I hope he won't mind if we disturb him. Hello, Mr. Sholmes!
It's him again.
You two, good day. Now, let me see. What was it that we meet? On the ship, man. Up the ship.
Mr. Sholmes, we were together on the SS BUNGAAA.
Yes and no. Is he deaf? Yes and no. No, he isn't. Yeah, he's not.
Yes, of course. Yes, the BUNGAAA. And let me see. What happened on the voyage?
It was Kazuma Sogi. He died tragically. But you were a great help to us.
Oh, yes, but of course, the case of Mr. Sogi.
It was the one with the snake, was it? Wasn't it?
Oh!
Well, you seem to remember. Something of it, at least.
What an honor to be remembered vaguely by the great Detective Holmes. Herlock Sholmes.
Holmes.
This is Mr.
Oh, no, my dear madam, hold your tongue. I pride myself in the superior powers of recollection. Your names are safely recorded in my brain attic. Miss Naruhodo. Miss? And Mr. Mr. Susato.
Try the other way around, Mr. Sholmes.
I lose the first round.
Dang, this man.
In truth, I had hoped to invite you both to my Baker Street suite the day we arrived in London. But some Scotland Yarders ambushed me at the railway station and whisked me away to a crime scene. It was an entirely trivial case, of course. I solved the matter in no more than 30 minutes. How to be mean to a lawyer, indeed.
So they apprehended Saseki-san in that short an amount of time.
I'm afraid the pursuance of a new case has dulled my recollection of the past involvements a little.
A little?
It is a mistake to think that one's brain attic has elastic walls and can distend to an extent. I do my best to forget useless facts, lest they should elbow out the useful ones.
Ho ho ho! I put a bomb near your basement. It's gonna explode in 15 minutes. Not if I finish this in 15 minutes!
Yes. Yes. Those are the words of fuck. Those are the words that are inimitable. Those are the words of inimitable wisdom, you know, from an adventure entitled A Study in Scarlet.
Please, there's no need to quote yourself.
I don't always remember my pearls of wisdom, but fortunately my associate pens them beautifully. Clipped. No! Legal murder.
He means Iris, I suppose.
Mr. Sholmes, we have some extremely important questions to ask you about the trivial case you just mentioned.
Goodness! What an earnest expression. My dear madam, I should only be too pleased, and this murky room is an apt place to discuss the murky case.
Maybe I should change his voice a little bit. Legalize nuclear bombs. I mean, aren't they already legal? Look at all those books stacked up there. They almost reach the ceiling.
They're all works of English literature.
Yeah. But I'm looking for a clue. That's not what I'm here for.
No, what a dreamy idea.
A bad dream, maybe, for me at least. Mind you, I don't imagine books at the bottom pile to be read again. That's for sure.
So reading is an experience that comes but once in a lifetime. Just as the tea ceremony teaches us.
Guess so. Tea ceremony philosophy. So here, this done. I guess there's nothing else to actually investigate. But that bag, though. Before that, got a candle. Yeah, there's nothing else, it seems. I'm just gonna move my thing around. Nothing. Alright, there's nothing. Alright, I guess it's all that's left is to talk to Mr. Sholmes. Natsume's arrest. We know this to be the lodgings of a Japanese foreign student by the name of Sasaki Natsume. It seems that you assisted in his arrest, Mr. Sholmes. I'm looking for my lost Nerf dart. Not some papers that tell me on how to build a gun. Oh. For the stabbing of a young woman outside here on Briar Road.
Natsume, yes, I believe is the name rather along those lines.
But Mr. Natsume denies it. Was it really justifiable to arrest him on so little?
I'm sorry, Mr. Sato, but I have not the slightest idea what you mean.
What?
I can't believe he was looking Sasato-san squarely in the eye with a feigning ignorance.
I assure you, I am not merely feigning ignorance. It would appear as if the pair of you are under some misapprehension.
Oh, how?
I assure you, I have no recollection of accusing your stopped compatriot of the crime.
But that doesn't make sense.
That good detective of Scotland Yard made the following request of me, and I quote verbatim. We need you to ascertain the identity of and whereabouts of a man seen fleeing the crane of sign. Crane of the sign. Well, whatever. A man seen fleeing. There was a number of books scattered on the pavement at the scene. From the book plates, I was quickly able to determine the bookshop from which they had been purchased. On speaking to the proprietor, I was immediately led to this address. Elementary, wouldn't you say? He said the word, he said the thing! Elementary! Bro, all the books here can give me haste 500, sharpness 150. Possibly if you read like only 3 of the books so far. I believe there is a receipt around here somewhere from the establishment in question, with knockback 20. So you don't think Mr. Natsume is the culprit then? Maybe like if we search hard enough, we can find like knockback 5 and fortune of fishing or something like that for Minecraft. That I could not tell you. But it was an aggravating my faculties, hence why I returned here. It's my vacation, by the way. Oh! Hell yeah! Fun times, isn't it? However, this place is such a trove of fascinating books, I find myself quite lost in bibliophily. Woo, late time. Do not be deceived into believing that I am a man of leisure. No, no, no. Well, he's not leisure. Oh man, my vacation time is ending at 22nd July. So, will I have time to clip stuff? Who knows? Only time will tell.
Oh dear.
Mr. Garadeb and the landlord. Tell me. Have you encountered the landlord of these lodgings? Yes, Mr. Garadeb, a retired military man.
It was the first time I've ever met a soldier from the Great British Institution that is the services.
And it was the first time I've ever met a maid from the Great British Institution that is service. I didn't think it was that funny. Oh, I didn't think it was that funny. I do apologize. As you may well be aware, many households in London employ a maid. Many.
Yes, I read as much in my Great Britain primer.
Maniac laugh. There's a much greater maniac laugh that'll be clipped later on. But I'm not there yet in my clipping and yeah. And so conversely, whether or not her household employs a maid has come to betoken the social standing of those dwelling therein. Betoken their social standing. Sorry. I taped 2 swords on the end of my staff, creating a sigh. Should I be scared? When I think about it. Nah. It's taped. It's not that hard. But you should be. The people around should be scared. It could fly off any moment. One wrong move. But simply, my dear fellow, those who employ at least a single maid are considered middle class. Those who do not are beneath that. No, you should be happy. You should be happy. Let's go. Okay. In the upper echelons of society, of course, households employ enough staff to constitute a large family.
Goodness, how extraordinary.
As you can appreciate, for those on the precarious boundary between the middle and lower class, being able to afford just one maid is the first importance. That used to be my country. We used to be able to afford at least one maid in one household, and it's considered middle class. Because they were cheap back in the days. I had no idea. And it is for precisely that reason that I find great stimulation in situation upstairs. Specifically in the retired army veteran Mr. John Garadeb. Oh. Affable as he is, the fellow is hiding something. That's true. Whether or not it imposes on the circumstances of this case, I am as yet unable to ascertain. I'm thoroughly lost on what he means to say. The dingy room. What does dingy mean? Let's check it out. Let me go real quick. Dingy definition. Dark, often also dirty. Alright. This room is thoroughly suffocating for the soul, my dear fellow. I assure you, any man whose lot is to dwell on the place, in a place such as this, will stab somebody sooner or later.
Mr. Natsume has stabbed no one.
Ah, but sooner or later, as I said. Oh.
I don't believe that's the issue here.
About this dark little room, Mr. Sholmes. Why is there no longer a window? Do you have any idea? No window? Well, I mean, I can clearly see that there is a window of sorts. But it's been completely blocked with bricks. Ah, I see. The answer to that question is quite simple. Window tax. There's a window tax? Is that why? No wonder it was cheaper back in the day. What is that? Is that real? Wait, I gotta check that out. Did London have window tax? Yes. It was introduced in 1696 and Scotland in 1748. Dear God, why? What's the purpose of Windows tax? When karaoke stream. Possibly next week, because I got a new game called Protato, and I'm planning to play it possibly tomorrow.
Surely not a tax on Windows.
Protato, it's actually a game about potatoes, and I'm playing it. Let's go. Precisely that. I saw Kayla play it, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get the game then. I wasn't planning to, but since Kayla played it, I'm like, alright, let's go.
Oh my goodness!
Until relatively recent, a tax was levied on households in this country by the number of their windows. I'm gonna watch it while eating potato chips. Hell yeah, I should get some potato chips tomorrow then. Those of lesser means, having inherited a sizable and costly family home, perhaps, rapidly closed windows up. While the rich opened windows here, there, and everywhere. In an effort to curry favor with those in power by furnishing them with large sum of tax money.
How awful and unjust, forcing people to live in rooms devoid of light.
Indeed, disease was rife as a result. Some 40 years ago, or thereabouts, the window tax was abolished. Huh. But its legacy remains, as you can see, in squalid lodgings such as these, for example. I suppose Mr. Natsume's stipend for living here in London isn't very generous, perhaps. It would appear so. I've done a little digging, and discovered that these lodgings were offered at an extraordinarily low price. Exactly, they were cheap.
Because the room is so awful, I should think.
Apparently, Mr. Natsume only moved in here about 1 week ago. Influenza. Tobu candy. Land. Huh. Influenza, eh? Yes, that's correct. However, I don't believe the low rent is explained by the shabby nature of the accommodation. Oh? Still, that is of little relevance here. A matter of note worthy for further attention. Are you sure? I'm curious now. Well, I believe I've told you all I can for now. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. Ah yes, Mr. Naruhodo. Was it not your intention to become a practitioner of the law? You remember that, didn't you? Will you perhaps be offering your services in this very matter, I wonder? To the occupant of this room, Mr. Natsume, was it? Land. I'm not sure. Not sure on what grounds. Well, I actually defended someone in court here only yesterday. Really? Well then, I congratulate you, sir, on an ambition realized. And so promptly, too. The thing is, it's really made me question things. Am I right to believe in my clients? To trust in their innocence? Yes, trust. Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Natsume didn't do it, didn't he? My dear fellow, I haven't the first idea. Oh, but I thought that's why you were here. Did you come to investigate? Come back to investigate? Mr. Magnus was the murderer. True, he was, indeed. Oh yes, that was indeed my initial intention. But there are simply too many fascinating books here. I couldn't possibly ignore them. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, there are two facts that I can state quite unequivocally. unequivocally. Let me unequivocally. Yeah. And unequivocally.
Unequivocally.
Unequivocally. Unequivocally. Shit, damn, there's so many big words, man. The man who fled the scene of the crime 2 days ago was the Japanese occupant on this room, and there are witnesses who swear to have seen the same man commit the crime. That is all I could say. Mr. Natsume just rent the library. Indeed. It is a whole ass library without shelves. Or maybe he's planning to open up a library in Great Britain. Who knows? And one more thing.
Oh, what is it, Mr. Sholmes? Tell us.
I cannot say with any certainty whether or not it is of relevance to this case, but I am quite sure that the retired army man who owns this property is hiding something. That's for sure, I can see it too. Mr. Garadep is... Mr. Sholmes said as much before. Actually, didn't he? Anyway, at present, that is really all that plays on my mind in relation to this case.
Mr. Naruhodo, as yet our investigations have uncovered nothing that could help establish Mr. Natsume's innocence.
No, you're right. Perhaps it's time we probed a little deeper into Mr. Garadep's secrets. Just remember, I cannot be sure whether the landlord's secret will prove to be of relevance or not. But I wish you every success, of course, Mr. Naruhodo. Alright. A busy man indeed. He's gone back to his book in the corner of the room. Well, if he's still there, I could see him, right? Okay, he is. Alright, let's check out everything. Oh, what? Something here. Look at all these balls of paper on the floor. There are notes scrawled all over in English. It looks like the waste paper basket is so full they've just fallen out. Oh, he just read the library. I misread. I'm reading so fast at the moment.
I think Mr. Natsume must have been deeply immersed in his research, don't you?
Or deeply averse into tidying up his mess. True. It's pretty... very messy here.
I would like to speculate which is closer to the truth.
Okay, nothing. The bag, nothing. We can at least check this bag, you know. No place left. I guess that... I don't know. Excuse me, Mr. Sholmes. Yes, so true. To be or not to be, that's literature. That is indeed the question, Mr. Naruto. Mr. Natsume was actually reading about the English literature.
Let's leave Mr. Sholmes in peace, shall we?
I'm just trying it out, man. It wouldn't hurt, that's for sure. I guess there's nothing else. What's that? I don't know. Alright, the next will be to going to Mr. Garadeb. 19th February, Mr. Garadeb's room. Are you pair again? Tell me, what was the detective chap? I forget his name. Still hard at work down there.
Mr. Herlock Sholmes?
Oh yes, rings a vague bell. All that detective business isn't really my thing, I'm afraid. Well, Mr. Sholmes is in his element down there. Jolly good show. Another cup of tea. Oh wait, I think I know how to voice this guy. Another cup of tea, if you please, Joanne. Now then, why don't you tell me... Oh! Shit, stop! Super hot tea. Again. Ultra super hot tea. For the umpteenth time, woman. Will you watch your bolly well doing?
I shall be serving dinner shortly, sir.
Oh, yes, of course. Frightfully rude of me, but I'm afraid I shall have to ask you to take your leave, if you'd be so kind. Shit. He really is hiding something.
Oh, yes, of course.
No, it's not useless. Probably very useful, but useless at the same time because everything is broken and messy. Look at that. That reminds me of my granddad's Cayenne. We call it here Cayenne, but that's definitely a Celt. It looks like my granddad's Cayenne. I do wear one too, but sometimes.
We are deeply grateful for all your assistance.
Not at all, not at all. Don't get much chance to talk with young foreigners like yourselves. It's been a pleasure. Best of luck and all that. Perhaps you could see yourselves out. Oh, fuck. According to Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Garrideb is hiding something. And since no other avenues of investigation seem to open to us at the moment, perhaps we should do some digging. Wait, why is he here? Why are you here, buddy? Ah, what's he doing over there? Was he just reading downstairs?
Mr. Sholmes!
Aha! We meet again, my dear fellows. Good gracious, when did you sneak in here? He's sweating. Something's wrong. Herlock Sholmes, sir, at your service.
What were you doing over there by the window?
I'm given to watching the evening sky as the sun sets, madam. It's certainly cheerful as the room downstairs, undoubtedly. It is. It lacks an aperture for such observation. So I took the liberty of borrowing a small corner of space by the window up here. Well, keeping an eye to one's window at dusk in the prudent thing to London. You do in London, I'm gathering. Ah, and one other thing, Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, me? I thought perhaps you might be in need of a certain great detective's great mind. Yes, here we are! Wait, he's not talking about, is he? I didn't think to be going through that again soon. Yeah, me too. We're gonna do it again soon.
Do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
The great deduction. There is a mighty secret in this modest room. My eyes see even the most trivial of trifles. I take it you prepared, Mr. Naruhodo? I think so. There is just time enough for one of my great admired great deductions. Let us conclude the matter before dark. Let's fucking go. We're doing it this time. Alright, I'll end the stream right after that. Maybe, we'll see. Mr. Garrideb, though it would seem you are a military man of considerably distinguished service, your standing as a landlord, is most certainly not what one might call first rate. I'm afraid, sir, that it is all too clear to me. There are two conclusions I have been able to draw by careful observation of your living arrangements. I beg your pardon? The first is that even as we speak, you are concealing the presence of a ferocious beast in your care. Wait, what is that now? It's messy. And the second is that as a result of the beast's violent rampage, you have lost something very dear to you.
Mr. Naruhodo, look! The old man's broken out in cold sweat.
Unbelievably. It seems Mr. Sholmes' conclusions are both spot on. How could you possibly? Wait, how could you possibly? How could I possibly know? You mean to inquire? Those answers couldn't be simpler, sir. For in the dense jungle of logic and reasoning, I am the king of beasts. And I know only too well that wild beasts are not easily tamed. So shall we begin? Once again, Herlock Sholmes is proud to present his logic and reasoning spectacular. Let's fucking go. It's time. The game is afoot. Conclusion. Nature of the beast. It certainly shouldn't take a great detective to see that a fearsome beast has been on the rampage of late within these four walls. Thus, we are faced with the question: what form might this beast take? For a man, he's looking something. With a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. Garrideb, leads us directly to the answer. That's not it. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant here is revealed by the lion statue. Yes, though an army man, you appear unimposingly at best. A fact that has fueled your admiration for the mighty lion that the king of beasts. What is this piffle, I ask you? In the end, your admiration becomes so great, in fact, that you had a living, breathing specimen shipped from India, which you tried to keep in this very house. What? This time it's not the tea. It's the facts. Hot, juicy facts, baby. Yet living with such wild beasts proved more difficult than you had imagined. The chilling traces of a wild rampage are still very much in evidence. Well, yet as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Madam? Me? I pray you do not consider me unchivalrous, but it is plain to me with one glance in your direction. It is. Your dress pocket gives us a handsome clue to the beast's current whereabouts. For protruding from it is a handbill advertising a circus show. Oh! Those are tickets, possibly. Yes, you sought to dispose of this terrifying lion, Mr. Garrideb, at Batty's Circus, a traveling show currently sojourning in a nearby park. I have observed the scent. I think I'm getting tired. You sold the savage lion, sir, to the circus tribe. I most certainly did not. I believe I have made my point. The fearsome beast which ran amok in this room was an Indian lion. And simple visit to the circus now will reveal the lion prancing jubilantly through the ring of fire. I did go hiking today. Before I'm tired, I didn't get a nap the whole day. It was fun hiking in the forest. Now, Mr. Garrideb, it is plainly clear that you still have deep feelings for this formidable beast. Indeed, in that brief pose, the distress this loss has caused you is veritably tangible. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders, the pain you feel being revealed by the supporting arm. Oh, no messages so far. I'll back the recording later. Alright. I think after this I should end the stream. Amid fits of tears, you let your beloved beast go. The strain of losing something so dear to you is clearly visible in your visage. Nonsense, man! I simply... But what we must now ask ourselves is the true cause of this pain. Oh, she's closing on one eye. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, it is this pile of bills that has given rise to the pain you suffer. Every envelope contains another demand for payment. Ah! For this cartloads of meat, potatoes, wheat, and tea. Indeed, feeding your beloved has had a devastating impact on the financial circumstances of your household. And so you had no choice but to let it go. Yes, well, Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. Unimaginable? The aftermath of which can be clearly seen by observing the carpet over there. A very expensive woolen carpet, if I am not mistaken. Oh, dearie me! What could have caused such a destructive outburst? Blood? This time, madam, I'm afraid it is you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Your wandering eye has settled upon the answer very neatly indeed. Let's lower the voice a little bit. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only to look at the towers of cakes. Oh! There is no creature more dangerous on this earth than a beast with unsatiated appetite. Was it or was it not once said by a certain noblewoman, if they had no bread left to eat cake? Food is at the heart of all tragedy, in fact. Whatever do you mean? Having tired of the taste of cake, the beast began to stalk its next prey. Surely I need not spell it out the nature of its final act of destruction carried out by the beast. There is only one logical conclusion. Worked into a frenzy by hunger, the lion attacked and ate the carpet. The teeth marks in the carpet are a perfect match with those of a lion I once saw in India. Alright, that's the end of topic 2. Time to start deducing, eh? I don't have to read anything after that. Dear God, I'm feeling numb tonight. Thus concludes Herlock Sholmes' great deduction of this beastly puzzle. His mouth, it's open, he's shocked. Wait, yo, lady, stop! What's the matter with you, Joanne? You're pouring scalding hot tea all over me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. GIFTUBER. I'm afraid I didn't notice.
Super hot tea again. My deductions can be startlingly sharp. It stands to reason to that cup runneth over there. Mega super hot tea. Indeed, my revelations can make people spill tea at times too.
Oh!
Mr. Sholmes, sorry to butt in again, but could I make an observation? Why, certainly, Mr. Naruhodo. What is it again? Well, your deduction just now, do you really think a lion could have fit inside a room of this size? Indeed, it is the only explanation for the facts. The terrifying truth all too often lies beyond the realms of common sense. But wouldn't it be an idea to consider what lies inside the realm of common sense as well? Yeah.
But if an uncaged lion had run amok in this very room, surely Mr. GIFTUBER and his maid would have been hurt or worse.
Ah, that's where you are stuck. No doubt for the former military man held his own against the beast using that large cannon. I thought you... Hey God, I'm tired now, lads. Fuck, I gotta end this stream right after the observation. I thought you said they sold the lion to the circus.
And what about the food? Meat and potatoes are one thing. But I don't believe I have ever heard a lion drinks tea.
Well, I don't believe I've heard you've seen a lion first hand, Mr. Sato. Oh, my dear Mr. Sato, it occurs to me with some regularity that irrespective of race and breeding, whenever anyone lands on the great British soil, they are infused with highly appropriate taste for afternoon tea. I guess so.
Oh, what a glorious notion.
Well then, Mr. Naruhodo, it's your turn to shine again. I had a feeling that was coming. Let's go! She's so cute, man. Excellent. Well, I've been waiting for my trusty partner in deduction to step forward, Mr. Naruhodo. We don't even know yet whether or not this is going to help Mr. Natsume's case. Still, uncovering the truth is always worthwhile, whatever the motivation. At least that's what I want to believe. Let us start again. From the beginning of Herlock Sholmes' logic and reasoning spectacular. Course correction, let's fucking go. This is where I shine, lads. I'm a proud Britishman. Okay. It's certainly here, shouldn't take Detective C. A fearsome beast has been on the rampage as of late within these 4 walls. Thus, we're faced with the question, what form might this beast take? Ah, for a man with a military breeding, your eyes are uncommonly candid. Your furtive glance, Mr. GIFTUBER, lead us directly to the answer. And therefore, it's that lion, that beast that run rampant here, lion statue. Here it is. Here is where we will rise. Exactly. Now, let us find what truly means, what he was truly looking at. Oh, okay. Mortar shells. Mortar shells. I can't go up and down. It goes up here. Photograph. It appears to be from Mr. Garrett wedding. He looks very happy. Wait for a fucking second. That is the maid, isn't it? Well, who would have thought? That's no maid. That was his wife. That is definitely his wife. He looks happy though. For the cannon. I don't think that's what they're for, but okay. That's a primer there. 2 of them actually. No, that's not the size of his knee, bro. Right, Mr. Sholmes. It's not a lion. I've seen this, man. That's her wedding ring, eh? Should I present this? It seems so mean to present the nature of the beast that has rampant here. By that is his newly wedded bride. But then again, those torpedoes are not the thing. But I could try. Cat around the house is sweet. Yeah, yeah. We get all this. There we go. But I feel like there's more. It's possible. I'm gonna try this one first. It's the shells, yeah, I knew it. Alright. Just for the funnies, man. It's raining again. Oh, so heavy. Yep, time to be mean. It is his wife. No. No.
Take that!
It is her. Dude, it's so mean. The true nature of the beast that has run rampant in this very room is his wife. Precisely, Mr. Darrow. No other explanation could have fit. It's so mean. Yes, this frame print pictures of your wife, Mr. Garradeb. And while we learn the fact that her face is obscured, cancerous moment, we can still make out her mighty arms, not that considerable horsepower contain. Indeed, surely any woman with such powerful constitution will be honored to be described as a beast. Honored might be stretching a point. See, like, the fact remains that the beast, which clearly saw Savage's room, okay, was your wife, Mr. Garrett. Gah! Wait a minute, his face! Well... Yet, as we look around, the beast in question fails to present itself. Where could this angry creature have disappeared to? Oh. Me? Being chivalrous, but it is plain to me in one glance. Okay, I know where to do this. I know where this goes. Poor Fraggly, defenseless moon is beside herself. I don't know about Fraggly. Oh dear, Mr. Sholmes quite right. There's no sign of a Gyarados anywhere. Ah. There it is. That's the wedding ring. Just like that in the picture. I'm smart. I'm smart. Big brain moment. It's a wedding ring, definitely. Exactly. I do remember it. Why can't you remember it, Naruhodo? Take that! Wedding ring, baby! Easy peasy lemon squeezy! Your wedding ring gives us a handsome clue as to the beast's whereabouts. Ah! Indeed it does. The flowery band gleaming on your finger gives you away. For it is identical to the one shown on the other hand of Mr. Garrodeb's bride in this photographic print. In other words, you are no ordinary household maid. No. You are Mr. Garrodeb's lucky bride. You are Mrs. Garrodeb herself.
Oh my word!
I got that down. Nice. Well, jolly fine detecting, sir. As you rightly summarized, this is my wife, yes, Mr. Joanne. Rather let her go, you might say, but she was a bally. Oh! It would appear that you don't live in the most comfortable of circumstances. After all, you are a retired army man, yet you are in the business of renting out rooms. I would assume, therefore, you have insufficient means to employ a maid. Would that be correct? It's not right, I tell you. I was second lieutenant of the 3rd Regiment, a man who has pride, don't you know? By golly, it's a sorry thing when a chap can't even afford to have a single maiden in his employ. Yes, here in London, one is rather judged. A household cannot be considered worthy of society if it employs no staff at all. Though in my considered opinion, such as concerns about appearances are a folly. You mean... Mr. Garrodeb has a wife work as his maid? Precisely. Am I right, Mr. Garrodeb? Only in company, obviously, but listen here. This must remain a secret. Tip-top secret, please. Well, is his wife the raging wife of Mr. Garrodeb? No! Yo, I got 11 views. Let's fucking go. Now, Mr. Garrodeb. Oh, I already read this. I don't need to read it again. Okay. Indeed, a little both. Yeah, he has been slapped in the face. Your head weighs your heavy shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed is by supporting an arm. Something call it Mr. Garrodeb's wife a beast. I know, right? Dang. Mr. Garrodeb is standing beside her husband as we speak. Has he? Oh, how true. Mr. Sholmes, the Gyartup's pain is intangible though. It's that simple. I saw it.
Oh my! It's a big red mark.
Gosh, that's quite something. Clearly made by somebody's hand. Yep. Candidates, I'd say.
Take that!
Take that! Hell yeah! Slap cheeks. Your head weighs heavy on your shoulders. The pain you feel being revealed by that slap cheek. And of course, the delivery of that is impressive mark that refuses to fade. Was you, Madame Joanne Garrideb? Well,
yes.
you have been desperate to hide the slap mark on your cheek, sir. Oh! How the blazes did you... Nothing escapes the notice of one trained in the art of observation, my dear fellow. That's why you haven't looked directly at us once, even once. To keep your other side from view. Well, Now, let us proceed to the next conundrum. Why were you subjected to violent slap? In other words, we must ask ourselves what caused Madame Garrideb to fly in a rage. And we need only follow the direction of your gaze to find the answer. Yes, the pile of bills has given the rise of the pain you suffer. The pile of bills. Yep. That's true. Yeah, come on. I'm so in the moment at the moment. You can't do this to me. Bookmark. I'm gonna check out that bookmark. There it is! I see it. Sly man. That's a sly man. Oh James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Lips mark. Shit, dang. Love note.
Take that!
Exactly. Hell yeah, that was the final deduction. Yes, it is the love note that has given a rise to the pain you suffer. Oh James, I love you. Yours, Mary. Passionate indeed. Oh shit, she's angry. Perhaps the sender of this note, a certain Miss Mary, is the fly in the ointment here. He's sweating. Oh no! But don't tell me but I don't know the Bolly woman. You don't know her. That note was written to me. It was just in the book. I don't know how I got it. It was just in there, you say? That's right. Oh no! That's right, that's punishment for the super hot tea, my guy. A likely story. Now listen here, you're an old thing. I explained at the time. I bought the book at the second-hand place. So the previous one of the book. What do you mean? Oh shit. Oh shit.
A likely story.
For heaven's sake, woman, look at me. Look at the name. It's written to James. My name, in case you've forgotten, it's John. This man.
A likely story.
Another super hot tea moment. Are you questioning my name now? Oh no! And there we have it. Arouse suspicion of the female heart, and you unleash a beast with a ferocious bite. Now, in a final fit of rage, the ferocious beast carried out one last unimaginable attack. An imaginable attack. That thing, right. Okay. Oh dearie me, what could have caused the destructive outburst? This time the madam, I'm afraid it's you who has inadvertently revealed the truth to me. Bite marks. But the direct state of the carpet, only tolerate cupcakes. This is easy. I saw that candle on the floor. The thing was burnt, and it's raining so heavily outside. Shit, damn. Dude, what would it feel like to live in an apartment like this, like in a second floor? Actually, I have felt something like that. Never mind. It was still loud though. I'm just gonna click on that so that we know what we're working with. There's one candle missing. Yeah, there's a candle right there, so I can't inspect that one. Alright, I guess I'll go with the candles. Scorch marks. Exactly.
Take that!
Take that! Candlestick. Yes, to explain the dire state of the carpet, we need only look at the candlestick. Most illuminating, my dear fellow, and of course the only possible way out of this logical labyrinth. Yes, the remnants of the ferocious attack in which the carpet was devoured are clearly visible. Indeed they are. The scorch marks at the edge clearly gives the truth away. Scorch marks? It would appear that this room was the scene of a little martial altercation. Yep, she was angry. Mrs. Garrideb, mighty arms muscle left an impression not only on her husband's face. It is raining outside, god damn! On the tiny room, the force of a strike caused to fall from the holder. I think I can do much. And in seconds, the carpet was alight, and the whole corner of the room is in flames. Yes, the most ferocious beast in the world, neither a violent lion nor a vengeful woman, but fire. And in this room, that ferocious beast bared its claws and ran amok. Eloquently put, my dear fellow. So you see, there is one but one conclusion here. After the sparks of marital discord flew, this room was the scene of a fire. He's standing up. My man's standing up. Mr. Sholmes, sir. I salute you. No, wait. My buddy's about to die. Ah, what a great wife. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. We can read the later on next time. I'm very tired at the moment. We'll end it at the deductions. Oh, tomorrow I'm playing Protato, hopefully. Protato. It's these long winter nights, you know. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Save it. 18. I'm almost at the bottom as we speak. Alright. That's the end of the stream. See you, everybody. And good night. Good night.